Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to Westeros and to our Velaryon campaign here in the Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 3. And in that last episode, our hero, our main character, Lord Montford of Driftmark, ventured all the way across the lands of the Reach down to Oldtown, where we began a little bit of an education that didn't necessarily go amazingly well, but I still think that it was worth doing, and we learned some things. We got some traveling in, so I think that counts for something. It does appear that Oldtown is actually under siege for some reason. Lord Leighton is being sieged down in a liberty war against Honeyholt, Rodalia, Greylock Hills, and Good Glen. I think, well, actually, he doesn't have a huge amount of troops. Very curious to see how this will end up, but yeah, all right. So there's some trouble going on here. A little bit of a minor rebellion in Oldtown. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. What is more interesting to us, though, is that we can now finally marry our betrothed, my Lenda Celtigar, and there is the possibility of hosting a grand wedding, but it's going to cost us too much. We don't have the money for it, unfortunately, so we won't be doing a grand wedding here, but we will be doing a wedding. So, to the handsome Montford, I gladly accept your marriage proposal. You will be joined with my daughter, Mylenda, in holy matrimony. May you find strength and support in your union. Signed, Lord Ardrian of Claw Isle. Well, thank you, Lord Ardrian. I do greatly appreciate that, and I will gladly accept the hand of your daughter in marriage. So now we have Lady Mylenda of Driftmark here. She actually turned out pretty good. Diligent, wrathful, just, and gregarious. That's an excellent spread of traits. Honestly, like she's pretty good. Her stewardship is actually not too bad. We could get her for assisting. It's gonna give us some nice bonuses all around. We could put her on managed domain, which would I'm not sure exactly how much that would help. You know what? It might push us up. So maybe we'll go with that. We could potentially get another holding in, but we won't really need that for now anyways, so it's not really the most important. I did also notice that we apparently our steward, who is also a distant cousin here, Lord Rogar, embezzled from us while we were gone. That must have been one of those events that I missed, that one of the pop-ups. He embezzled from us, and well, we could try to imprison him, but we are forgiving, so we may just give him a pardon. We'll lose some stress because we are forgiving indeed. We could revoke his title on it, and I mean, I wonder if any of our traits here: forgiving, arrogant, brave, impatient. We could potentially take it back, I guess. But because we are forgiving and because he's a family member, I think that it makes more sense to offer him the pardon. So that's what we're going to do. Well, so be it. I did also notice, we also have Eleanor here. What did she do? Fornicator. Eleanor the fornicator. Well, she isn't, she's not married or anything like that. So I guess maybe we pardon her, and then we will marry her off or something like that. So we will find you a spouse here in our court, perhaps. Let's see. Arranged marriage? Yeah, here we go. Let's arrange a marriage between her and, I don't know, maybe we'll say Barnaby. Yeah, you know what, Barnaby, you deserve to get married, so maybe you can make something good out of this whole situation. So there you go, Barnaby. That should sort that out, I would say. And yeah, the other thing I wanted to point out, interestingly enough, we are third in line for the High Lordship of Gulltown, which is actually not insignificant. So yeah, the High Lordship of Gulltown. We've got Lord Gerald here of House Grafton. He's only got one son, and apparently not a lot of other family members. So House Grafton is kind of on its last legs, which is quite interesting. That puts us second in line here to inherit ourselves. This is our heir, so our heir is third in line. But we are second in line here. So if, you know, something were to happen to young Lucas here, we would inherit a pretty powerful duchy, frankly. I mean, obviously, Gulltown is the biggest city in the Vale, and one of the biggest cities in Westeros, I do believe. I think it's maybe like the third largest city. I think it goes like King's Landing, obviously. Then we've got Old Town. Maybe Lannisport is fourth, and Gulltown is, or yeah, Lannisport would be third. Gulltown is fourth. It's something like that. You know, it's in the top couple of the cities of Westeros. So, I don't know if we would necessarily like, we're not going to go and assassinate a kid. Now, Merrick or Malric might do something like that. Just to put us in a position of power. There's part of me that would be tempted to like do the assassination and kind of suggest that Malric was behind this. But yeah, I'm not sold on that yet. Let me know in the comments below what you think of that idea. I don't think that Monford would sign off on that, but you know, Malric might do that on his own. So that's something we can potentially consider. But in any case, we're going to let time roll on a little bit here. With my marriage to Lady Lenda, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. It is well within my right to collect a royal aid duty as part of this, but some may consider it tasteless to levy an extra tax during a time of jubilation. Of course I will collect it. Who pays for it? Yeah, I mean, we could use the money, so we're gonna take it for sure. That's gonna help us out quite a bit, and yeah, we will use that as much as we can. We can petition our liege. So let's see, is there anything useful here? Royal visit? That's not really. We don't really have anything that we could really get from him here. We got the council seat already. Realm peace, military assistance, and bailiffs. I mean, I'd like for him to, you know, underwrite a holding or something like that. But apparently he doesn't have the money for it. So do we need a royal visit? I mean, I guess it can't hurt. You know, we'll take the journey there. It's going to cost us a little bit of money. We actually don't need anything, so yeah, let's just head over there. And you know what? We visited the ruins of Spicetown, so we gained some martial experience, which is good. I'm escorted into Lord Stannis' throne room, where he beckons for me to approach and address him. I explain the discontent of my realm and the great buoyancy a simple visit from the Lord would give to the spirits of the common people. Ah, exactly. Absolutely, my vassal. I shall dispatch agents immediately. So we're, you know, playing the game here as we all, you know, as we must do. We need to make good on this situation that we find ourselves in with the Baratheons as our lords. Keep in mind, it's only been like, I don't know, maybe like 4, 5, 6 years since the Baratheons usurped the Targaryens. So we're still in a position where we need to really make it clear that we are totally cool with the new order of things. So that's what we're going to do. We gained some nice little bonuses from that too, honestly, so it's not all that bad. And we return home, but pretty quickly, actually. So there we go. Actually, not too bad at all. What do we have here? Magister Lyrio's Grand Tournament. Okay. You have to leave within 47 days. What has he got going on here? Duels, wrestling, ceremony. Oh, who is this guy? Pentoshi. Do we go to a Pentoshi tournament? Ah, you know what? The Velaryons are travelers, you know, the famous sea snake and the many other Velaryons who have gone on grand adventures. We are certainly not a family that is opposed to traveling around Essos and things like that. So I'm actually half tempted to go and do this. There's not that much danger. There's a little bit of sea danger, so we'll hire some experienced captains and call it a day. Is there anywhere we want to stop? We could hit up like a couple places, maybe on the way back. Let's customize the route. So we'll head there, and then on the way back, we'll go and hit up here, and then we'll hit up here. And we'll go here. We're going to spend a bunch of time in Pentos itself on our way back home. Yeah, there we go. And we're going to collect a bunch of experience. It's going to cost us a little more, but you know what? We might as well do some traveling and stuff here, because why not? We're going to go and take probably... we could do romance. Maybe we romance our wife. Number of captains. Yeah, you know what? I'm tempted to do that. We might do a romance scheme on our wife. There's no reason why we shouldn't. We can't do it right now because we're traveling. But yeah, let's go to this tournament. Why not? We'll do our best to triumph in it. I think that's probably what we're gonna shoot for here, because I do potentially want to gain some good items or things like that. Very quick journey, actually. It doesn't take too long to get there. Can't wait for it to start. Well, let's see. We are close to qualifying, so we're probably going to need to hit up the tourney grounds here. Squires laugh and joke while they polish helms and mail. One of them snorts so hard it sounds like a pig, and the rest soon imitate him. The knights loiter nearby. Among these, I spot Navarro, Magister Leorio's counselor. His skills have been greatly praised. Well, skillful man. Okay, we could get this guy on our team. Do we not wish to offend? Ooh, well, this guy's not amazing. I don't think we want to offend our host. So yeah, we're not gonna offend him there. We should be able to get another event to qualify. Probably go to maybe the temple. Let's see, temple, artisan quarters. You know, let's go to the artisan quarters. We might get an artifact or something. As I prepare for my upcoming match, I spot Ilyana hailing me by waving a handkerchief, offering me her favor. Emiria also wants to give me her favor instead. I mean, neither of them are probably of great interest to us. I'm pretty sure we took our wife here. Anyways, we could gain the favor of the lady. But it does increase our chances. I have a match to focus on. If either of these were, well, let's see. I don't think either of these are particularly like high. Like, I mean, she's just a physician. You know, she's just a courtier. Let's see. We have a match to focus on. But we are arrogant, so I think that we're gonna go, and I think we'll take one. We'll take Emiria's because she is at least a noble lady. To the enchanting Lord Montfort, your musk is a bowl of porridge. I would be blessed if I could be by your side, that I may know true joy. You put the sun to shame. These lines are but a bleak reflection of my feelings for you. I will do anything to prove my loyal affection. Signed, Emiria. Sure, we'll let you try, but, you know, I don't know if we're really that that deeply interested in. So we have the favor of the lady. Still think we got a pretty good shot of making it in. Hopefully we'll get one more event here, potentially, before it starts. Yeah, okay. Let's go back to the tourney grounds. I just want to get a good event to make sure that we can get in there. And let's see. Okay, we can gain a good trait here. My knights stand assembled for the day's training, their attendants laden with kit. Valdor and myself stand before Allah. Of course, Valdor, Sir Valdor Edgewater. Knights, what you do not know, ask humbly to be taught, he urges. Together we represent the Lord. Let us prepare together for our glories. He turns to me, eyes gleaming. Command us. All right. I like you, Valdor. Good job. To your saddles. Draw your swords. Watch our opponents. Learn their weaknesses. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. We are on track. We are guaranteed to qualify. And we're probably got a pretty good chance of winning, I would say. There are... Let's see. You know, who are the good guests here? The prowess. I mean, we are... Look at this. Me and my 3 companions here are the most skilled warriors in this tournament. So, yeah, I think we're going to be probably okay here. Yeah, lots of our people fighting in here. Contestants march onto the field, taking their place around the sparring quad as the herald announces the contest. Oh yeah, Filbert and 3 of your other knights make it into the contest. Nice. We gained some prestige from that as well. That's pretty awesome. Let's see, the duel qualifiers come to an end. I've been paired against my own knight, Filbert. Well, I am ready. Of course, Filbert will concede to his liege. Yeah, no, I mean, we'll fight him. We'll go up against him. Not interested in cheating. So let's see here. Yeah, let's go up against Filbert. The blow nears me. It is time to act. I've got you now. His score increases greatly. Pretty good chance. I'd rather... Okay, you know what? We might go for the best shot here. So I'd rather block than chance a counter. That might be the safest bet here. It's not a huge increase, but a screeching chorus of metal on metal rings out as 2 blades scrape down each other's lengths, sparks glittering as they fall to the ground. I must remember my training. Let's see. One final bluff. Come then, let us fight. Come then, let us fight. Oh, and looks like we got this one. Of course, we were going to beat our own knight. I mean, that was never really in doubt, surely. I sense a wind and rush to claim it before Filbert recovers. I catch the strong of his blade with the last of a quick string of blows, breaking his grip and sending his weapon spinning into the dirt. The judge calls an end. I have won. Excellent. And Valdor wins as well. He won a bout against, Magister Idario of Millennios. Excellent job. Don't mess with the driftmark knights. Damn straight you don't mess with them. Oh, and look at that. Ebitho and Jerio have had their bout decided as well. The driftmark knights are taking it to these Pentoshi. There we go. So only Mandino from the Pentoshi has made it in. This is an embarrassing showing by their own people. But we got to go up against Valdor, so this could be a tough fight. He is actually very strong. Let's see if we can pull off a victory here. Thunk. My body thuds into the wooden wall at the edge of the arena. Valdor, having bodily hurled me there with a snarl. No sooner has he done so than his face morphs into a smug smile, and to my astonishment, he turns away from me completely. Raising his arms to the baying crowd, he curls his arms up and flexes in the imitation of a traveling strongman. That makes total sense, considering he is uncouth. So yeah, all right, Valdor, keep it down here. Face me, coward, we say. Ooh, yeah, no, face me, coward. Come on now. Stop showing off. A screeching chorus of metal on metal rings. The duel is close. I must remember my training. What are you, scared, we say? Ooh, Valdor beat us. Ouch. All right, good job, Valdor. That's unfortunate for us, but good for him anyways. I raised my arm to yield rather than prolong the inevitable. So we were defeated by our own knight. Evitho and Mandina. Oh, so it's gonna be Evitho versus Valdor. Interesting. Let's see which one of our knights wins the duel. Who do you guys think is gonna win? Put it in the comments below. And Evitho, a sonorous blow rings out as the weapon glances off the helmet. The bout has been decided. It was closely fought, but in the end, Valdor disarmed Evitho and forced him to concede. Valdor has won the contest. Well done, Valdor. Well done indeed. That is not too bad. Trumpet sound. I must put in more effort next time. I think to myself, well, we were beaten by our own knight, but since he is a landless captain, his liege, we gain the prestige. He donates most of his prize money to us. Well, thank you. Nice. He gains some stuff. Evitho gains some stuff. Nice. That's pretty cool. And he gains Valdor will gain the prize. We do need to make it into this tournament as well, so I'm going to try to. Nah, we're not gonna get drunk with these fools, I don't think. But we do want to make it into the wrestling tournament. Maybe we'll get a prize out of that at the very least. Maybe we'll go to the village here. The locals at Vokgor seem equally interested in the tournament as the nobles attending, and some have improvised temporary shops. Hey, you're my knight now. This random woman? A peasant brawl, but one is more skilled than the rest. This woman's just kicking a bunch of guys' asses. Those are some impressive moves. Let me study them. I guess we'll study some of these wrestling moves that she clearly has. Maybe she knows something that we do not. I might go back to the artisan quarters here, just in hopes that we get a weapon or something. Actually, my seafoam could use some decoration. Oh, could I buy that glass orb? What does that do? Let's see. Tournament banners for 10 years. Score increases slightly. I wonder if this is permanent. Decorative ribbon. You know, let's try that. I'm curious if that's going to be a permanent addition to Seafoam. Oh, let's make sure we have it equipped here. Let's see. Prestige. Yeah, it's been decorated with a floral ribbon. All right. Looks like all our knights make it in as well. I am ready. We'll face this guy. Ha, I have you now, we say, or we think he's bluffing. Let's risk it. Ooh, the risk might not have worked, but we could go for his liver. Oh no, we got our ass kicked in the wrestling. Oof. Just beaten by some random guy. I got cocky there. Melampo the Courageous. Well, maybe he's not random. He's a Norvoshi guy. Interesting. A peasant leader, trained fighter, mastermind, philosopher, architect, ruthless, trusting, gregarious. Who the heck is this guy? Melampo the Courageous. We thought we could just beat up this peasant, but no, he knocked us out. But Valdor and Evitho, of course, showing what the driftmark knights can do. So we haven't had the best showing, but clearly some of our knights are really stepping up here. Oh, but Valdor was defeated, actually. Interesting. Monfario wins. Okay. And Evitho defeated as well. So clearly we're better at dueling than we are at wrestling, we driftmark knights. Well, that's unfortunate. But, well, there's nothing that can be done there. We did have a good showing in the duels. But clearly Melampo the Courageous is, there's something special about this guy. I'd like to get him on my side here if we could. Can we recruit you? Invite to court. He wouldn't accept. That's unfortunate. I want to put a pin in you, though, because I wonder if we sent him a gift. 51 opinion. Would he join us? Probably not. No, he probably wouldn't join us. It's always next time, we say. And the ceremony will begin. The sun comes down on the final day of the tournament. Melampo was an indomitable opponent as they took first place in the wrestling, and Valdor's superiority with the blade had them take home the prize in the duel. I didn't win anything, unfortunately. Well, that is what it is, as I often say. What did Valdor win? What was his prize? He became the owner of a prize brooch. Ooh, extra fertility there. So now he's got himself a brooch. Good for you, Valdor. And we can finish the grand tournament. We did gain some, I guess we gained, I don't know, probably nothing much really, honestly. Just the experience of traveling. So, you know, there's something to be said for that. Let's go and visit Pentos here. As we manage to get through a dangerous path in Mummer Lane, we decide to rest for the night. As I walk around the encampment, a sudden feeling that someone is missing. I haven't seen Richard all day. It's meant to search 44. Oh no, he's lost in the city. Let's see. I'll find him myself. We are impatient, so that would make sense. Let's try it. Let's try it. We find and bring Richard back. Yeah, Richard, come on, stay with the group here. You know, we're in a big city. You can't just be wandering around everywhere. There we go. We're gaining all this lifestyle experience, which is nice. And then we return back home. No sheriff's appointed. Oh. Danger, man overboard. As the choppy waters, I notice Corwin looking over the railing turning to make his way to the... Oh no, Corwin's gone over. We need to save him. Well, let's try to save him. Oh, and Lady my Lenda is bearing my child. Well, you know how it is. Even though we were over here in the tournament, we must have got her pregnant before we left. One can assume. You guys know how the mechanics work in this game. It does not account for the fact that we were not here, so... I'm not saying, you know, maybe she's got a lover, but for the moment, we will assume that this is our child here. I think the 7 we can go inside again and receive this great news. Well, there we go. I'm really hoping that King Robert will host a tournament himself. If he doesn't host one soon, I might go and actually get him. I might just set him up to host a big tournament. Oh, Prince Jonlin died. He was maimed, died of his internal injuries, ill and maimed. I wonder if they did the like event for your physician where they tried to like do a surgery or whatever, and he ended up getting maimed from that. So Prince Jonlin is dead, but they do have a spindly, blonde-haired son. Well, Cersei, clearly your genes, you know, spread to the second son really well. Huh? Interesting. Prince Merrick, spindly and beautiful. Interesting. Well, you know, maybe King Robert will host a tournament to celebrate the birth of his son, who actually looks like he was probably just born on the just like a few months ago. So you know what? I might go and in between this and the next episode, set up a tournament in honor of the birth of Prince Merrick here, and yeah, we'll have a gigantic tournament of King's Landing. I think that should be interesting. This one here in Pentos, that was just a little practice, but for this next one, we are actually going to make a name for ourselves. But that will be in the next episode. So until then, Wanderers, thank you for watching.